Hey guys, what's going on? True Strength here. I got some exciting news for you guys. Tonight I finally got into the beta, got it downloaded, and now I'm going to be able to share some Ret Paladin changes and abilities and all that good jazz. All around how Ret Paladins are doing so far this expansion in the beta. To get started, I want to let you guys know that we no longer have to worry about Inquisition. We don't have to waste those 3 holy power to get up an ability that allows us to do decent damage. There's a lot of debate on whether for it to stay or go, and for all of you that wanted it to go, congratulations. We no longer have to worry about it, so we can go straight in there, do damage, and not have to worry about keeping up that buff. Anyways, we're going to go straight here to the talents. Level 15 tier, nothing has changed. We will still be going with Long Arm of the Law. Once again, keep in mind this entire video is through a PvP perspective. It's what I do, it's what I enjoy more. If you want to see some of the PvE side of Ret Paladins, I can do that for you. But it'll come at a later time because my main focus is on PvP. So once again, level 15 tier, nothing has changed. Be going with Long Arm of the Law. Level 30 tier, this is our CC tier here. We have Fist of Justice, Repentance, and Blinding Light. That's right, Blinding Light is no longer a regular ability for us to have. We now have to spec into it. It does the same thing on a 2-minute cooldown. Repentance stayed the same. Fist of Justice stayed the same. Depending on what kind of comp you're going to be playing with, I believe that most of the time we're still going to be going with Fist of Justice. Also, something to note is we no longer have the talent Turn Evil. We can no longer fear players. It goes back to its old self, where it can cause undead apparitions and demons to flee. So no more Turn Evil. Level 45 tier, we have Selfless Healer, Eternal Flame, Sacred Shield. I have been playing mainly with Sacred Shield and Selfless Healer. I don't enjoy Eternal Flame. It's not up to par with the other 2 abilities. So far, I feel like I survive better with Sacred Shield, especially like in duels and things like that. With the damage kind of scaled down the way that it is, I feel like it's more capable of doing the job that I believe it was originally intended for. Selfless Healer is still great. You know, after your 3rd judgment, you get a free instant cast, Flash of Light. It's great for casting on yourself, your teammates, quick heal. Level 60 tier, Hand of Purity, Unbreakable Spirit, Clemency. Clemency is going to be the go-to talent here. It's even more mandatory now than what it is in MoP, and I'll be able to explain that later. It's something to do with your Hand of Freedom, but we'll get to that later. So Clemency in the level 60 tier. Level 70 tier, Holy Avenger is once again going to be the go-to stat here. It's great for a burst. It's even more mandatory now because of our 4-piece set bonus. Spending Holy Power increases your damage and healing by 3% per Holy Power spent for 8 seconds. So with this is going to also help our consistent damage, but it's also going to help our burst, because once you have Holy Avenger up and you're dumping out all those Holy Powers, you're going to get a huge amount of damage and healing. So yeah, just Holy Avenger is going to help you to pump out a lot of Holy Power, and this 4-piece set bonus is going to go great with Holy Avenger. Level 90 tier, we have Holy Prism, Light's Hammer, Execution Sentence. None of these have changed. I've been playing with Execution Sentence. Holy Prism is also okay. Light's Hammer, I believe it's just too easy to escape from it, so I really don't enjoy it from a PvP perspective. Level 100 tier, this is something a lot of people have been looking forward to. Get to look at the level 100 talents, see how they're doing, and see how they're matching up against one another. This is the one that I've been playing with the most. I really enjoy it in Powered Seals. You have to really keep an eye on what's going on with you and the game in general. The reason for this is it has mechanics, specialized abilities you can use with each of your seals, but we'll jump straight in that in just a second. Your seals also cause your judgment to empower you with an additional beneficial effect which persists through changing seals. In general terms, if you use, let's say, our Seal of Righteousness and you get the benefit from it, then you switch over to Seal of Truth, you do not lose the benefit from Seal of Righteousness. You keep it up here as a buff. And you also, if you use a Judgment while Seal of Truth is going on, you also get a benefit from it without losing any of the other benefits. Judgment of Justice, increase your movement speed by 20% for 20 seconds. Judgment of Insight heals you for 1% of your maximum health every 2 seconds. Judgment of Righteousness increases your haste by 10%, and Judgment of Truth increases your attack power by 15%. All 4 of these are for 20 seconds. So, yeah, Seal of Insight, great way, especially if you find yourself getting trained and taking a lot of damage. You can put it up, use your judgment, and it's a great way of getting a little extra healing in and taking some of the burden off of your healer in, say, 3s or whatever. Help you stay alive a little bit longer. Judgment of Justice. Increase your movement speed by 20% for 20 seconds. If you need to create space and kite or get away from something, it's a great way. It also stacks with your talent of Long Arm of the Law, so you'll have a great speed boost there for a short amount of time, and of course you will keep the 20% increased speed for 20 seconds while that buff is active. Judgment of Righteousness. Increase your haste by 10%. You can combine this with Judgment of Righteousness and Judgment of Truth. Help keep you, if you find yourself not getting trained or you're not in that bad of a spot and you want to dump out as much damage as possible, you can use these two beneficial effects and pump out a great deal of damage, increase your damage. Once again, if you find yourself in a bad spot, though, we also have a way of using a little extra defensive, which is something we kind of lack in MoP right now. Anyways, I'll go ahead and show you guys how this looks. We'll start off with Seal of Insight. As soon as you Judgment right here, you'll see the buff pop up, healing 1% of your maximum health. We'll go ahead and we'll switch. We'll Judgment again. And you also see the buff here coming from Truth, which is attack power increased by 15%. And you can also switch again and get another beneficial effect, and as you can see, all three are active. So I really enjoy this. Brings a lot of new mechanics to the game, and it gives you something to pay attention to, and gives you a little bit of a skill cap because you have to know what to use, when to use it, and so on and so forth. So so far I've really enjoyed that talent. It's my favorite so far. If the game went live right now, I would play with it. Next we have Seraphim. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is the least of my favorite talents. It costs 5 holy power. It's on a 30-second cooldown. The lights temporarily magnifies your power, increasing your haste, critical strike, mastery, multi-strike, versatility, and bonus armor by 1500 for 15 seconds. It sounds great right off the bat, but I just believe it's going to be another one of those abilities that's going to be added into our Swifty macro. And as of right now in live and MoP, we revolve around our 2-minute cooldown of our wings, and I want to get away from that. And I don't want to be just another burst class. That's why I like the other two talents more than this one. Final Verdict. This is going to replace our Templar's Verdict if you choose to take it. I know a lot of Ret Paladins complain about not having a good finisher. Well, this is the one for you. One of the things to note on it, it's pure holy damage, so armor and things like that will not affect its damage. Anyways, it empowers your weapon with holy energy and performs a devastating strike, dealing 12,879 holy damage. Also increases your damage and radius of your next Divine Storm by 100%. Places Templar's Verdict. Now, with this being a finisher, where we was talking about our Divine Storm, it comes in play right here. Of course, in PvP, we're not going to be wasting our holy power on Divine Storm, but with this passive ability right here, Holy Power consumers have a 25% chance to make your next Divine Storm free and deal 50% more damage. So it's a extra button to push to do damage with, and increases its damage by a large margin. So yeah, so anytime you use a finisher, you have a 25% chance of getting a free to use Divine Storm. So those are the level 100 talents, guys. So far, I just really enjoyed the Seal Dancing. I believe it's another one of those abilities that's going to raise the skill cap, and it brings a lot of new mechanics to the game, and something you have to keep track of. And I enjoyed it a lot. I actually have some footage of me using it in duels, BGs, and 2v2 skirmishes, so I'll be able to share those videos with you at a later time. If not this week, maybe next week. Anyways, those are the level 100 talents for you. Earlier I was talking about the importance of having Clemency now in the level 60 tier, and the reason for that is a glyph called Glyph of Hand of Freedom. Hand of Freedom immediately reduces the remaining duration of all effects which cause loss of control of a character by 25%. Any additional loss of control effects applied within 4 seconds have a 25% reduction. So with that talent, Clemency here, we now have 2 charges of this. And the reason I love his glyph so much is this is one of the things that's going to make us so much more viable. Is we're going to be able you can use this on your friendly players. So if you're doing 3s and you're in MoP right now, you know you can get CC'd for days. Your healer can, and this is going to be a great way to help him out. It's going to reduce that duration by 25%, which is great. So if you find yourself getting CC'd in that worst possible moment, you can hit your healer with that to get him out of the CC a little bit quicker to help keep you guys alive. Or if you're in duels or whatever, and suppose you have that pesky rogue on you and he puts you into that full kidney, you can apply this to you while you're stunned, and it's going to reduce that duration. So this is a mandatory glyph as of right now. Don't go without it. Other glyphs is a glyph of Burden of Guilt that I've been using, and a glyph of Divine Protection. This is great if you're fighting melee. It's going to give you some of that physical damage mitigation. If you find yourself not really needing one of these two glyphs right here, there's also another glyph that if you use Hand of Freedom on a friendly target, it reduces its cooldown by 5 seconds. So it takes it from that 25-second cooldown down to that 20-second cooldown, which means you're going to use your Hand of Freedom a little bit more often, get your teammates out of that CC a little bit quicker and a little bit more often once again. Okay, but that's the glyphs right there I've been playing with, guys. Divine Protection, Burden of Guilt, Hand of Freedom. Hand of Freedom is mandatory. I love this glyph. It's going to make us more viable. People are going to be wanting to bring us along to excuse me, to help get them out of that CC. So it's a all-around great talent guy. I mean, great glyph. So yeah. Anyways, when we was talking about the passive ability that we got from Divine Protection, I'm going to go ahead and show that to you guys, let you have a gander at that. Once again, it has a 25% chance to proc on your finisher. So let's say, well, there it is actually on the very first try. You'll have this little emblem right here pop up on your screen. And there's your Divine Storm and Exorcism proc. So far, guys, I really enjoy the Ret Paladin. And PvP, I believe we're probably right up there with the best. So far, from what I've seen, the best being a Death Knight, then Feral Druid, then I believe we are right there behind the Druids, man. We're doing great. Our damage is great. Our off feeling's great. We have more to bring to the group now because of the Hand of Freedom glyph. Be able to help our teammates out a lot more, and we're going to be able to help ourselves out a lot more as well. We still have Emancipate too, so we'll be using this a little bit more often to get out of snares and whatnot, because we don't want to waste our Hand of Freedoms just to get out of a route, especially with its new benefit that it can bring to the game. Anyways, like I was saying, we're doing great, guys. I believe we're top tier. I believe we're going to be able to run with a lot more comps and threes, and you're going to see a lot more Ret Paladins floating around at the top ranks compared to what you are now. You might see like 2 or 3 in the top 1,000, which is kind of sad, especially since this class is probably one of the most played classes in the game. They're so much fun, and I hate to see them suffer like they did in Mr. Pandaria. But Warlords is bringing some new things to us, and really loving it. Once again, man, I'm super excited about empowered seals. The seal dancing, it's so much fun. Something else to keep track of. Add some survivability and other mechanics. I think you guys are going to love it. If you get the beta, man, make sure to try it out. I think it's a great talent. And compare that with the Glyph of Hand of Freedom. Just these couple of little changes have really had a huge impact on the class. And there's the gear, what it looks like so far. I don't know if you guys can... I don't know if that's the final set gear, but there it is. Also, we can't reforge anymore, so you have to pay attention to the gear that you're getting and make sure it has the correct stats that you want. That way, you can get the most out of your stats. You can no longer reforge, so yeah. I guess I can understand why they took out reforging. It's just everybody's going to one little stat there and trying to stack as much of it as they possibly could. So. Yeah, that's that. The name of the gear is Primal. I guess it'll be like the first big arena tier that you'll be able to get with conquest points or whatever. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I just want to scan here through the abilities. Oh yeah, Hand of Sacrifice is no longer on the global cooldown. So let's say you just got done using a global and you're about that same time your healer got hit with some CC and you need to get them out of it quick, but you had to wait that entire global to be able to get it off. Now, no matter what, you'll be able to get off your Hand of Sacrifice and get your healer out of that CC a lot quicker. So that's another great thing to take note of. Let's see, let's look through the abilities here, guys. I don't want to leave anything out on you guys. So far, so good. Yep, I believe that's got it, guys. There's not a whole lot more to go over right now. We got to wait and see what Blizzard's going to do, see if they're going to change any more you know how it is. It's still in beta, so a lot of things are still subject to change. So don't take anything I say as set in stone. There's still a lot of time before WoW release. I mean, for the Warlords releases, which I believe is what, in November. So yeah, we still got a lot of time. A lot of changes could happen, but as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and take another look at the talents here. This is what I would personally go with if it went live right now, along with these glyphs. But oh yeah, I was wanting to show you what Final Verdict actually looked like compared to Templar's Verdict. We'll actually go ahead and take a look at it real quick. Just getting combat log here so we can actually see the damage that's doing. Get our 3 holy power and use it in Final Verdict hit for 1 million. This is level 85 dummy, so yeah. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be hitting that hard. If we was, everybody would be playing a Ret Paladin right now. But yeah, right there's Final Verdict. You're usually staying right around 1 million damage, a little over that. But we'll go ahead and switch back talents, that way we can compare it to what the Final Verdict, Templar's Verdict damage does. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Templar's Verdict is right here, 8.9. It usually stays right around 900,000 per se. So Templar's Verdict, Final Verdict does hit a decent margin more. It is a better finisher, and it's complete holy damage, so armor isn't going to affect that damage. So yeah, it's a great finisher if that's what you're really wanting to focus on. I know, once again, that's one of the big things that Ret Paladin has complained about for the longest time. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go so you can go do whatever it is that you want to do, whether you're playing on live or whatever. But yeah, once again, guys, we're doing great. I believe we're top tier so far. I got some duels and BGs and skirmishes I'm going to post hopefully here this week or maybe next week that you guys can see and get to see how we're performing, and you can also, the players I go up against and stuff, you can see how their classes are performing and how we match up to them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think I messed up on anything, don't be afraid to post and let me know. And once again, guys, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to keep getting some of this beta footage. Peace.